Lifestyle with Jomo. Weekdays 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. CAT.
It's Timi Dakolo. And as I promised you, man, this is exactly how we do it right here on hashtag Lifestyle. Definitely got the medicine man in the studio right now. Shout out to him, man. The Nigerian superstar, Nigerian singer and a judge on the hashtag The Voice Nigeria. How you doing, my brother?
I'm very well, fine, thank you. Good day, everyone listening. My name is Timi Dakolo.
Yo, man, I love the fact that you were able to come through. You even came like 2 minutes early, so I'm like, yo, shout out to you.
Thanks, man.
Yo, man, thank you so much for coming through on the hashtag Lifestyle. We appreciate you coming here. And a new year, 2017, new music, new series. Everything is just happening, in your world. Can you tell us what's good, my guy? Tell us what's good.
Basically, I had an album like 3 years or 4 years back. It started Beautiful Noise, and I'm recently working on my new project. It's called Love and Consequences. Basically, I like to break it down for people because love, meaning that love does have consequences. Your decision to love someone or love a thing will always have consequences. Meaning, it might be good, it might be bad. It might not end up very well. It might make you feel excited, and loving the wrong person might leave you sober and sad and all that. So love does have consequences.
Yeah, man. I mean, your music literally just puts you across as a very spiritual, loving guy, And it actually just comes out in the music that you give us right now. I spoke to you earlier about perseverance. I want us to talk a little bit about that because, prior to the album being launched, your debut album being launched, and, you in the, within the Idols competition and as an industry as it was, there's so many things that were happening that a lot of people would have thought, you are bound to fail. But you persevered. And the question that would come in there would be, how did you make it? How did you really, get through it?
Basically, I always tell people, when you win like a talent hunt show, or you are involved in a talent hunt show, it's like more often than not, it's like the show takes you up there and leave you there.
Yeah,
you probably don't know what to do next. Basically, first of all, it was for the fun. I went for the fun, and after I won, my idea of music was go to choir practice. Learn the choir song, sing it on Sunday. I didn't know how music was made. I was used to singing people's songs and all that. So now I've won. What next? I didn't know how to write music. But one thing I did know how to do was how to read and gather information. And so, after the Idols, everybody sees me and says, Timmy, when is the single coming out? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make music like that. But I began to read, I began to study, and I discovered that, you can't actually, nobody can actually take you more serious than you take yourself. No one can. You must bring something to the table. It's your life after all. You be the one, if there's an equation in your life, you be the one to balance it. And so I began to study, I began to ask questions, I began to listen to people's music, whether good or bad. I just wanted to know what makes a good song. And so I stumbled upon an article online, and someone printed it out for me. What makes a great song? I think I read that article more than 200 times. But each time I read it, I got something new. So I was putting them down. And in one part of the article, it says, say it like only you can.
Sing it like only you
Yes. When you are writing and singing like nobody else has this kind of experience like you.
Yeah.
But let them be able to create that experience for themselves. Their own experience is theirs experience. But sing it like if you can't sell a product you're not convinced about. A lot of nuggets in that article, like songs are supposed to create an experience. If you are writing and it's not creating an experience, stop and start again.
Yeah.
So that's basically how I began to build myself. You see, it's this little ideas that form another one that makes. I don't think there are people that there are no rules in art. There are only tools that you can apply.
Yeah. So that's exactly how you made. I mean, what you said right now is extremely important. A lot of people don't even know that little research that you put into making, it
changes everything.
It changes everything about your life, and it changes the path that you're taking in the industry itself. The song "Great Nation."
Yeah.
I identify so much with that song because I feel as though it's an African uniting song. It's a song that speaks about a nation and speaks about the continent as a nation. What motivated you to write the song?
Oneness. I one day I sat back home and there's a lot of complaints. This is not good. This is not good. This is happening. Everybody is against everybody. Everybody is against the leader. The leaders are not doing their job. And I decided that, and I said to myself, but in spite of all these things, we are still one people. These things would have, no disrespect, but the things that we face as Africans, in terms of politics, leadership, if it's some European countries, they probably break down and some form of, but we are still together. We're not. I would say we're not where we ought to be. Yeah. But the truth is, we're not where we used to be. There's always a positive side to it, and I say, the truth is that no matter how you look at it, we're all that we have. No, my grandma used to say, nobody will come and sweep the front of your house for you. Mm. Just because you're the nice guy. Nobody wakes up in the morning and leaves their job and does yours. Yeah. So we're all that we have. If we know that in Africa, in wherever we see ourselves, first of all, we're all that we have. It changes everything. As a people, it changes everything. If I see you and I see that your car is parked somewhere and they're struggling, if I see that you are mine and I'm yours, I will put an effort to help you.
That's true. And that
it's not a competition.
Yeah.
It is not. It is not a competition. It's not who is outdoing who. You get my point?
I understand. And that actually goes towards what you just said. Oneness. You know, identifying that this is me, this is you, and we are one. We need each other the whole time. That's exactly how it is. I mean, this song, it's inspirational. What you're saying right now is huge. And I appreciate that about the music that you make. There's so many songs that, I'm going to play right now. And I'm going to keep referring back to so that you can just, give a little glimpse as to what was the mindset behind you when you made the song or when you composed the song. There's another song called Let It Shine. I'm going to play right now and then we'll speak about it on the flip side, all right? Yeah, it's the 15 minutes after 12 p.m. Central African time. I have Timi Dakolo. Yes, I always say Dakolo in the studio with us, who's actually giving us the good and everything that has to do with music. A little bit later on, we're going to speak about The Voice Nigeria, and he's going to tell us, because he says now they're on the live shows. Yeah. So we're definitely going to get into the nitty-gritties of that one. Here's one from him. It's called Let It Shine. 16 after 12 p.m. Central African time. Yeah. Tuned into hashtag Lifestyle. Send your WhatsApp messages on +27 7925 44329.
Told you how I came this far. I can just be clapping my hand.
Yeah.
Because of the monotony of it, after a while it becomes
just a noise.
Yes, because it becomes an unwanted sound. But if I add other things to it, like I put a chord progression on the guitar, drums, I add something else, it becomes a pleasant sound. Yeah. That's something I'm done with. So that's how my album is. It's not there's rock, there's reggae, there's blue. It's like a bowl of fruit salad. There's something for everybody. If you don't like orange, there's pineapple, there's apple, there's strawberry and that. So that's why I named it Beautiful Noise.
Yeah, man. I mean, and the sounds themselves as well, they come across as, you're not a one-tone guy. It literally different sounds that are within that album itself. Let It Shine. What does it represent to you as the musician?
It represents, I would say, rugged determination. You see, I told some of my team members on The Voice on Sunday. I told them, you see, failure only defeats a loser, but inspires a winner. But if anytime you look at a man that has failed, that fails, is because he has told himself he has. A man that has failed has said in himself that he has failed. But the truth about, if you see someone that's a winner has failed more time than he has won. He enjoys to fail, so he progresses. See, a winner fails forward. He doesn't just fail and remain there. He fails forward. Okay, I failed. Okay, this is not the way to do it. I do it better. So it's me saying, there's no excuse actually for failure. There's no real excuse. At some point in time in your life, you're going to run out of excuse why it happened to you, why you are the way you are. Because there are people that have been in worse places. If you think you're in Joburg now, and you think, oh, it's not going on well with me, it's not going on. People are in some remote villages and they showed up in the city. with less than you have and have done well for themselves. Those are people that don't take no for an answer. A door shuts the next one. After a while, life would get tired of throwing shades at you.
Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, people don't understand that. And I think it goes deeper when someone gets to realize that there are worse situations out there than you. And it's not for you to comfort yourself, but it's for you to progress and to move forward. I mean, I'm learning so much already. Motivational. So, The Vow is another song that has a lot of meaning onto it. I know that you're a father of 3 beautiful kids, and a husband as well. Does the song represent that? The vow?
The song is the truth for me. When I was getting married, my vow was just a phrase. I don't have time for a long paper, long poem and everything. And let me just say, I don't think, like when you stand in church and the pastor now asks you, do you really love this woman? Would you take her as your... Excuse me, I've spent so much money. That's why I'm wearing this suit and I've brought my family here. If I don't love her, this is an investment I'm making. Forever is a long time for me to pretend.
Yeah, that's true.
You get what I'm saying? So my vow was very simple. I promise you everything good. That was my vow. And so I decided to say, okay, people say a lot of things, but it must be true. Because at that moment, to me, it's one of the most sacred statements you ever make. Saying a vow is probably one of the most important statements you ever make. In your life, I tell men, see, if you want to go far in life, it's the kind of woman you marry. If a woman gives you stress, you cannot put 2 thoughts together. You can't gather your thoughts. You see people walking on the road and talking to themselves. Sometimes it's
not them.
It's not them. They're solving issues at home. They'll be driving nice cars. Nice cars. Good job. They'll be solving issues in the car. That they know. See, there's a way they put it. There's a word that says it's easier to live on the rooftop than to marry a quarrelsome spouse. It's better to live on the rooftop because you understand what I'm saying.
I understand fully what you're saying.
That's the vow. The vow is my truth, my word, saying this is me, this is all that I will do and much more.
I love the fact that you are able to tell the story as it is on each specific song. So the voice is back. The voice Nigeria is back.
Woo! People can sing.
The singing that comes from there. I mean, the one thing that people maybe don't understand, people might think that, sometimes when the button is there and you're looking the other way, you just turn because you just want another member.
No.
What's the one thing that makes you, because we all see how different judges actually react to different acts. But when you take your person or when you press that button, what is the one thing that makes you press that button?
I believe that music is truth. Music is, no matter how talented you are, if you sing and I'm not convinced you actually mean what you're saying, I probably not turn for you. So I wait until I begin to. I'm probably one of the first people that always turn because I want to hear you. So I listen for the truth. I rather turn for somebody that says, I rather turn. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. That's what I do. And it's just talent and no truth. You understand what I'm saying? I had to connect with you. Music is an experience. It's not just sound. It's an experience. So that's me. That's why I turn for people.
Yeah. I mean, and already how you've comprised your team, it looks like, hey, we're gonna go again.
It's war. Like. On Sunday was like, oh my God.
Yeah. So is it really as tough now when it comes to because it's live now? Is it as tough how is the experience now than when it actually started, when you were just getting the people in?
It's tougher because you have spent so much time with them and you have created a chunk of belief. When the man believes in himself, there's nothing he cannot do. So over time, over the past few weeks, they've come to the point where they begin to believe that yes, I can. And if a bunch of people believe that they can, nothing stops them. So that's where we are. So everybody's doing outstandingly well, and I'm there like, okay. It's like if you pick one and you're sending the others home, It's either you're making them or you're breaking them.
That's the truth. Because they might.
The format is difficult, The format is so now I'm still like you're picking it, like it's like there's a gun to your family and they say, okay, pick a child out.
Yeah. That must be the hardest thing that you have to do in that competition.
Extremely hard.
Yeah. But then, is there? I mean, as a judge, do you then, besides, out of the show, are you in any position to say, listen, I know I've not chosen you, but I know you can do this. And
I always tell them that. That is why I tell them. My idea of talent hunt show more often than not, it's not just winning. It's the idea that you have been on people's faces for week in, week out. And that you can't buy except you are extremely rich. I tell people that is what you need to win an election. For people to be able to recognize you, that's what a politician needs to win an election. To be able to, this is the pick sides.
Yeah.
And if you build on that publicity, don't just go home and have a pity party, I did not win, and slump back into your oblivion. If you build on that publicity, even if a record label signs you with so much money, it takes longer than this for people to recognize you.
Yeah.
So you have to ride on it. And now we have a lot of things you can do. There's Facebook Live. There's Instagram Live. There's the social media. Interact with people that were your fans. Don't hold them to ransom. It's a beautiful thing to hold somebody's mind. Then the person can follow you anywhere. So whether you go home or not, don't stop. The way you are singing every week to be in the competition, continue in that thing. Because I believe that every good thing will come.
Yeah.
That's how the world works. If you do it long enough, very soon you'll be recognized.
Yeah. But people on the street, someone is selling, something there, selling a little packet of chips or wherever, doing it a lot. Someday, someone will recognize you and will actually pay off for you. So I'm going to play that one which is called The Vow, just to get into perspective with it. More songs that are coming through from you. We have a full hour to be chilling with you here. So there's more conversations that are going to come through. 29 minutes after 12 p.m. Central African time. You tune into #Lifestyle. Myself, Jomo, chilling with you all the way to 2 p.m. Central African time. If you got any questions, I'm going to go to the WhatsApp line now, checking out all the questions that are coming through. Make sure that you send all of them, +27 77925444329, or simply go to Twitter. It is @TransAfrica872, @JO_MODJ, #lifestyle. Get those questions coming through from you. I know everyone at home as well is actually very excited that you're here. We're just talking about, you said earlier that at a specific time where, you went into music, you're not really musically inclined, but you knew how choirs and everything were. But the question that I would ask is, who actually was one of the people that you looked up to in your life in terms of music?
Basically, I grew up in in a house where they played a lot of reggae music. A lot of reggae music. I don't think 70% of the people now might not even know Burning Spear, I Roy, You Roy, I3, Bob Marley. Bob Marley, yes, they know. But a lot of that, like Barrington Levy, Gregory Isaac, those kind of music I grew up listening. It's surprising that I'm not a reggae artist. Very much surprised. And basically, and now when I listen to, there are some songs you don't even know what they say, but you just keep listening to them. There was a time we had this VCR, and we had this Soweto Blues CD of videotapes of Soweto Blues. So I know Hugh Masakela, I know Paul Simon, I know Lady Smith and the Black Bombazos, I know Miriam Akiba, I know Brenda Fasten. I know, you listen to music as they come, and there's this Ivory Coast guy, they call him Alpha Blondie. Sweet, sweet Fanta Diallo, ooh, Fanta Diallo. So those guys, I grew up in that kind of environment. Because music then was not just about the rhythm or the beat. It was about the lyrics and the message it carried. So I think those are my greatest influences in terms of music.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a fruit cocktail of everything, because now you produce the music that you do. So getting back to The Voice Nigeria, fantastic people that you've chosen and people that are part of your team right now. Africa has to contribute now to make sure that
their job now. I've done my bit
now. You've chosen the people, you've put them down, you've given the necessary, motivation, necessary, training, and you've given, them a fair deal to say this is your chance to actually win it. So, people that are sitting there, thinking, how do I actually contribute to make sure that Team Timi does actually win? How does one actually go about to do that?
And first of all, you first of all need to watch the show. You must speak for yourself. You cannot go with what people say. Oh, this person. Yeah. You must pick that one that convinces you that I've done this much to win. So I would say this particular person. So watch the show and see who you did. It's up to you now. I've done my bit. I've made them, like they say, from lambs to lions.
Yeah.
You understand? It's your call to get it done. So basically it's you.
So it's basically up to the people now.
Yes.
Watch the show, actually go into it, pick your favorite
and vote.
And vote for these people to come. Was it intentional that most of the people on your team were guys? Was it intentional?
No. They connected with me. Basically. They sang exceptionally well for the auditions. Though the auditions even more scary. Because if nobody turns, you're off. So you have you to please, you have the judges to please, and you have to still stay in character.
Yo, it's crazy. It's too crazy. We can go on and on about The Voice itself. But one of the other things that we were speaking about earlier was that your album is what, 95%?
90% ready.
90% somewhere there ready. And do we have a title already for the album, or are you still working on it?
Yes, that's the title, Love and Consequences.
Love and Consequences.
Yes, Love and Consequences.
And you said it because people have to know that there are consequences.
Yes,
when it comes
a decision to love comes with there are ripple effects.
Yeah. So when is the album due? When are we expected to get it and to make sure that
by November I'll be mostly ready, because I'm basically just little touches here and then. One song left that is called Love Made Me Do It.
So are we seeing more work with you and other artists?
Yes,
on this album?
In the album I did a song with Cobams, my friend called Cobams, and I did another song with my friend Emma. He's a rapper. It's called Every Time We Meet.
That's the song that you actually did on the album itself.
Yes.
It seems like it's going to be a great album. I mean,
it is.
It's going to outshine Beautiful Noise a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're both your babies, so
no. I wouldn't decide. I'm always, when someone asks me what's your best song, what's your best book, I always tell them the next one. It's always the next one. It's always the next song I'm very much excited about. Oh, this is it.
Yeah. One of the other things that I actually wanted to speak to you about before we're going to let you go is competitions. There's a lot of competitions, especially singing competitions, where people are needed to come and sing and to be given money or whatever resources
contract
to make it. Contract and whatever. The Voice is different. It's very different because, as I was saying to you earlier, it actually is more inclusive than anything. It's actually more inclusive
of the artists. It's more, they are more involved. They are more involved in terms of they walk there. You walk your way. It develops you as you go. That's one of the biggest attribute of The Voice. It develops you as you go in the project. So the song selection, delivery, you're under pressure, because the truth is, I tell a lot of artists, like, see, the world, when you're out of the competition, that's when the real life starts.
Yeah.
Because now you're not just competing for votes, you're competing for people's attention.
Yeah. You're
as good as your first single.
So you need to live up to your name.
No, you can't mess that up.
Yeah.
We move on fast. Humans move on fast. A lot of things are competing for attention. There are bills to pay. We cannot sit down and be listening to a song that is not interesting. We are moving to the next song that is catching us, and so you have to come out with your best food. You have to think about it.
Yeah, you have to. It's crazy. It's too crazy. So, with that being said, someone sitting out there who's like, "Yo, listen, I have this talent, or I have the truth in music, and I don't know what to do with it. I feel as though I don't know the right channels. I'm depressed. I want to be a musician." What would you say to that young kid who's out in Nairobi, Lagos, in Pretoria, here in Johannesburg, or anywhere, who's aspiring to become a musician like you?
It's very simple. Winning starts. The starting point for winning is starting. Where it begins is starting. if you sit down and say until like they say in an African proverb, I say, if you sit down waiting for the rain to sow your seed, you will die of hunger. If you sit down and say, okay, it has to rain before I sow, before I go to the farm and plant, you will die of hunger. You start now. You do it until somebody listens. See, more often than not, you don't start with a lot of money. People don't pay you. You go to the place, say, please, can I just one song? You just listen to me. If you are good enough, the word of mouth begin to go around. You see the thing that destroys most artists, that first success that comes makes them slow down. They don't work as. Have you noticed people's second album is not as heavy as their first album?
So
because they become relaxed. Okay, now the attention, the publicity, hey, the money, then the girls, then the spouse, then the drinking, the nightclubs, okay, then the clothes, then everything takes them except the most important thing. It's easy to go up. The hard part is staying up.
Yeah.
It's staying up like, okay, I'm now Timi Dakolo. How do I remain relevant?
Yeah.
That's the hard work. Because now they're paying you, you're driving a better car.
Yeah.
You can buy shirts and trousers like you want. You can hang out with people that were not your mates before, not your friends before. So you're not doing the thing that is more important. Being relevant.
Consistent.
Yes.
Yeah. Yo, it's crazy. It's the truth. It's what's happening right now, and people are not, consistency is not something that we all want to, be prone to. One of the things that we as TransAfrica are very, consistent with is the fact that we play 100% local music, and 100% African music, pure African music. That's what we play. What does this represent to you as Timi?
It's an awesome idea. We need to, like I said, we're all that we have. The charity begins at home. If I have a brother that needs school fees, and have someone just writes me on social media, please, I need school fees. Who am I going to give my school fees? Give my money to first?
I would say your brother.
Yes,
because your brother.
It's not because I'm a wicked person. It's because you must start. Charity begins at home. It's us first. We must support each other. We must. It's not a competition. If we look at it like support, that is not a competition. Two heads are better than one. I'm your brother. I might disappoint you. I'm human. But you cannot give up on me. I'm your brother. That's what the kind of things we should teach our children growing up. No. First of all, I am African first. I might speak Sutu or Zulu or Yoruba or Ijo or this thing. But first, I'm an African.
That should be one of the things that actually resonates a lot with African kids. I mean,
we should put it in a syllabus, teach our children. No. Nobody hates you. Nobody was born with hate. You learn it as you grow. You learn it. You learn it from people that are around you. Like, oh, no, this person is not my friend. No. You teach people that love is stronger than death. Love is stronger than death.
Yo, you said it, man. I think that should be the prefix also of our 100% music. That first, I'm an African first before anything else.
Yeah,
that's how it should
your
be.
Job should your endeavor should excite me. You're having something in Pretoria. Oh, I prefer to go to that one than run to Jay-Z's show. Like we should, because they will not do. If you have a show in New York, they will not leave Jay-Z for you.
That's the truth. They won't. People won't. Because
you understand what I'm saying?
There's an ownership, patriotism that goes around.
One of my favorite rappers now is Casper. Tito away. I just love that song. I don't know why it means really. But I'm telling you, I'd rather go to feel the dome.
Yeah.
Than go and sit down and listen to J. Cole. You understand what I'm saying? We should do that. We should have that kind of spirit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you're shooting stuff. I go and just stand there, even if just to pass by.
Yeah.
It gives you like, this guy is my guy.
I'm representing this guy.
Yeah.
He's I'm supporting him. He's of my own. He's mine. He's my own. I'm yours. He's it's vice versa.
We are we.
Yeah.
We first.
Yo, an hour of craziness and just, good inspiration. And I think the truth that you just said, I like the fact that you believe in the truth, and we appreciate the music that you give us. And we actually appreciate you doing all this job. And, big ups to you and the team. It's gonna be trying times now.
Woo!
Alive.
It is trying times.
So you need all the support that you can get.
Oh yeah, Team Timi.
We definitely are behind hashtag Team Timi, or let me say Lifestyle and TransAfrica is behind you, and we definitely are looking forward to you making it big. We appreciate you. We're definitely looking forward to the album.
Yep.
It must come through.
No, of course I would.
Yeah. So on social media, people that want to maybe interact with you.
It's simple. I don't have any nickname like Bulletproof. I'm short. My name is Timi Dakolo. TIMIDAKOLO on every social media.
But I'm sure at some point you thought of a nickname like Bulletproof.
Sky Lounge.
Anyway, thank you so much for actually coming through and giving us your time.
Appreciate it, man.
It's called Love Song.
Love Song.
And what does this one specifically represent to you?
Sometimes distance is a big problem though. Distance. People go not because they want to go, because it's necessary that they do go somewhere and do certain things. But so I'm saying I don't want too much from you. Just write me a love song and send me a letter. Just say you love me and I'll be fine where I am until we meet again. That's all I need to carry on. Just write me a love song.
And the patience that people need to have in love, in relationships and life as a whole. So it's 55 minutes after 12 p.m. Just had a nice, really eye-opening and, I can say wisdomic, my new word, wisdomic, interview with Timi Dakolo. Shout out to you and shout out to hashtag Team Timi that is representing on The Voice Nigeria. And this one is dedicated to you out there who's about to lose someone to a long distance. It's called Love Song. Enjoy it. On the flip side, we're getting into guessing the country. We might just go to Nigeria. You never know.
This is TransAfrica Radio.